Who was John of St. Thomas, and why should we read him? Born in 1589 to a Burgundian father and a Portuguese mother, João Poinsot, to give his family name, was educated at the University of Coimbra in the early years of the 17th century. In 1606, he moved to Belgium, where he studied at the University of Louvain, and there he encountered the lectures of Thomas de Torres, a Dominican friar. With de Torres, Poinsot studied closely the works of St. Thomas Aquinas for 2 years. In 1609, he entered the Dominican order, and a year later professed his vows, taking the name Joannes a Santo Toma at the convent of Our Lady of Atocha in Madrid, Spain. Over the next 33 years, Poinsot would hold various teaching positions, developing rigorous and systematic studies of both philosophy and theology, recorded in his 2 major works, the Cursus Philosophicus and Cursus Theologicus. Just as he reached the peak of his intellectual powers, he was requested by the King of Spain to serve as his personal confessor and advisor. A year later, while attending to the king in his Catalan campaign, Poinsot was stricken with fever and died in 1644, just a few weeks shy of his 55th birthday. In his writings, we find a philosophical and theological brilliance unparalleled even in his own time, an age where many of the day's greatest minds dedicated themselves to such studies. His adherence to the thinking of Thomas Aquinas did not prohibit him from advancing beyond the great master in key areas, drawing upon the discoveries made in the intervening centuries, as well as the increased sophistication of logic that had developed throughout the scholastic period. But perhaps most importantly, Poinsot identified key aspects or elements to the nature of signs and signification, critical topics for all serious thinkers in the Latin Age. These semiotic revelations shed a great deal of light on the natural world, on the cosmos at large, the relations between human and divine, and most of all, on our own lives as thinking beings.